in proportion. The sign for can write is A is to B. Proportion to known as extremes. Hello children, in this video we are going to look at what is proportion. Before that, if you are a new visitor for my channel, kindly subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Now look at 35 is to 28 can be written as 35 upon 28. 40 is to 32 can be written as in fraction 40 upon 32. Now we are going to reduce to its simplest form. 35 upon 28. 35 upon 28. This is divisible by 7 table. So this is 5 upon 4. Then 40 upon 32. 8 table. 5 upon 4. Now both the ratios are equal. That is 5 is to 4 is equal to 5 is to 4. In other way of doing, 35 upon 28, 35 upon 28, cross multiply to check whether they are in proportion or not. 40 upon 32, when we cross multiply this 35 with 32, numerator with denominator, 28 multiplied by 40, 35 multiplied by 32, we will get 1120. The same 28 multiplied by 40 also we will get 1120. Now both the ratios are equal. Its lowest term is equal. So if both the ratios are equal, then they are said to be, they are in proportion. The sign for proportion is 4 dots. We can write 5 is to 4, proportion 1, 2, 3, 4 dots. Again 5 is to 4. If both the ratios are equal, then they are said to be in proportion. In other words, we can write A is to B. Proportion to C is to D. That is 35 is to 28 and 40 is to 32. Can be written as A is to B. Proportion to C is to D. Now the middle terms are known as means. The first and last term they are known as extremes. B and C means and A and D extremes. The product of means is equal to, if they are in proportion, the product of means is equal to product of extremes. Product of means is equal to product of extremes. Find the value of missing terms. Missing term is A. 7 is to 21 is proportion to A is to 63. We know the product of means is equal to product of extremes. So 21 multiplied by A is equal to 7 multiplied by 63. A is equal to 7 multiplied by 63 upon 21 divisible by 7 table. Again 21. A is equal to 21. Now look at 7 is to 21. Proportion to 21 is to 63. 21 is to 63. See, 21 means are same. That is second and third term are same. So suppose if they are same, this can be written as 7, 21, 63. If the means are same, this ratio can be written as 7, 21, 63. That is said to be, they are in continued proportion. They are in continued proportion. Two numbers are, that is means are repeated. This can be written as 7, 21, 63 and they are said to be, they are in continued proportion. Continued proportion. Continued proportion. Direct and inverse proportion. What is direct proportion and what is inverse proportion? For example, the cost of 1 kg apple rupees 80. The cost of 5 kg apple, obviously it is more than 80, that is 400 rupees. So that quantity increases, the cost will also increase, then it is said to be as a direct proportion. Some more examples: more sale, more profit, then more speed, more distance, more quantity, more cost. These are the some more examples for direct proportion. Then what is inverse proportion? Inverse proportion. For example, a group of 6 men take 6 days to build a 2 kilometer long road. When two such groups work together, they build a 2 kilometer long road in only 3 days. Men, days. 6 men take 6 days and 12 men take only 3 days to build a 2 kilometer long road. Here men increases, days are decreases. So it is said one quantity increases, others decreases. This is said to be as a inverse proportion. Here men increases and days decreases. One increases, other decreases. This is said to be as an inverse proportion. Unitary method. The unitary method is a method of using the value of a unit to find the value of many units. A unit to find the value of many units. For example, the cost of 3 pineapples is rupees 120. What is the cost of 8 pineapples? Here more pineapples and value will also increase. So it is direct proportion. 3 pineapples cost rupees 120. Cost of 1 pineapple, we are finding the cost of 1. Unitary method we are finding cost of 1 pineapple 120 upon 3 is equal to 40. So what is the cost of 8 pineapples? The cost of 8 pineapples is equal to 8 multiplied by 40. 8 multiplied by 40, that is equal to rupees 320. We are finding the cost of 1, then we are finding the cost of 8. This is said to be as a unitary method. Even we can use the before method also, that is 3 120, then 8 how much? That is cross multiplication we can use, that I taught in the ratio video, which is opposite to question mark, that has to be written downside. Then two values 120 multiplied by 8, get cancellation, that is equal to 320. Cost of finding 1 and finding 8, that is said to be as a unitary method. This also you can use, and ratio method, that is 3 120 8 how much? So 8 multiplied by 120 upon 3, opposite to question mark has to be written down. So 40 multiplied by 8 is equal to 320. Speed, distance and time. What is the relationship between speed, distance and time? An athlete has to run a 100-meter race. So time and distance covered. A 0 second and the starting point 0 second 0 meter. The 1 second he has covered 8 meter. In 5 seconds he has covered 40 meter, and 10 seconds he has covered 80 meter, and 12.5 seconds he has covered 100 meter. That means time increases, distance covered is also increases. The rate of change of distance is known as speed. How we can find out speed? Speed is equal to distance upon time. Speed is equal to distance covered upon time. S is equal to d upon t. D is distance and t is time. So d is equal to S multiplied by t. The division will become multiplication S multiplied by t. Then time is equal to distance upon speed. Distance upon speed. In the triangle we can write d here and S and t. Speed is equal to distance upon time. Then distance equal to speed multiplied by time. You can write multiplication sign here. So speed multiplied by time. Speed is equal to distance upon time. Then distance equal to speed multiplied by time. Then time is equal to distance upon speed. Distance upon speed here. Time is equal to, if you draw a triangle like this, easily you can understand d up S and t. Distance equal to speed multiplied by time, and speed is equal to distance upon time. Then time is equal to distance upon speed. Convert kilometer per hour into meter per second. We know 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter and 1 hour is equal to 3600 seconds. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter, then 1 hour is equal to 3600 seconds. So kilometer per hour into meter per second, meter per second, so 1 kilometer per hour, that is equal to 1000 upon 3600. 2 zeros will get cancelled with 2 table. 2 5s are 2 18s are, so 5 upon 18. So 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 upon 18 meter per second. To convert kilometer per hour into meter per second multiplied by 5 upon 18. 5 upon, to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second, we have to multiply with 5 upon 80. Convert meter per second into kilometer per hour. 1 meter is equal to 1 upon 1000. You know that is 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. So 1 meter is equal to 1 upon 1000 kilometer. The same way 1 hour is equal to 3600 seconds. 1 second is equal to 1 upon 3600 hours. So kilometer, instead of kilometer you write 1 upon 1000, then upon 1 upon 3600. 1 upon 1000 upon, instead of upon I put the division sign, 1 upon 1000 upon 1 upon 3600. So 1 upon 1000 multiplied by 3600, reciprocal of second fraction 1. So 2 zeros will get cancelled. Then we can cancel with the 2 table. Then 18 upon 5. 18 upon 5 kilometer per hour. See, meter per second into kilometer per hour multiplied with 18 upon 5. Kilometer per hour into meter per second multiplied by 5 upon 18, then 18 upon 5. 5 upon 18, the reciprocal of 5 upon 18 is 18 upon 5. convert 36 kilometer per hour into meter per second. Very simple. 36 multiplied by 5 upon 18. 5 upon 18, that is equal to 10 meter per second. 10 meter per second. Convert 20 meter per second into kilometer per hour. 20 multiplied by 18 upon 5. To convert meter per second into kilometer per hour multiplied with 18 upon 5. Then cancel with 5 table. Then 5 4s are 20. 18 multiplied by 4. 18 multiplied by 4 is equal to 72 kilometer per hour. Speed is equal to 60 kilometer per hour. Time is given 5 hours. What is the distance? Very simple. What is the distance formula? Distance formula is equal to speed multiplied by time. That is speed 60 kilometer per hour into 5 hours. So hours will get cancelled. 60 multiplied by 5 is equal to 300. So 300 kilometer. So 300 kilometer. 300 kilometer. Hours will get cancelled. So distance will always, the unit of distance will be in kilometer or meter. The unit of time will be the hours or minutes or seconds. The unit of speed will be kilometer per hour or meter per second. The unit of speed will be kilometer per hour or meter per second. Time will be there in hours or minutes or seconds. The distance will be there in kilometer or meter or centimeter. Thanks for watching patiently. Almost I covered 3 topics. Watch carefully. Read carefully. Thank you and have a great day ahead.